in everyday gist, when you say I own land in Ibadan, people be thinking, yes, you have the right to do whatsoever you want to do on that land. You can, if you want to build a mansion on it, you can do that. If you want to plant cassava, you can do that. If you want to still keep goats there, you can do that. Anything you want to do, you can do. But legally, you see, ownership is a little bit more complicated than we actually think. So in law, owning land is like having a bundle of rights. Imagine having a bunch of broomsticks. Each stick is a right. One for using the land, one for selling the land, one for collecting rent, and one for saying, okay, please leave my property. These sticks, you can actually remove some of the stick and give it to people. It's like you renting your shop to a tenant. You still own the broomstick, it belongs to you, but now the tenant can sweep with some of the sticks. But here is actually the most interesting part. When the law say land, unquote, land, it's not really talking about the sand you can see. It's actually talking about the air above, the soil and minerals underneath. But in Nigeria, if you find crude oil under your backyard, don't rejoice, so don't go and pop champagne. It actually belongs to the government. Anything fixed to the land, like buildings, trees. So technically, if you own land, you own a mini kingdom. The surface, the underground, the airspace, you own it. But Nigerian governments have this habit of saying, yes, we know you're the owner of this land, it belongs to you, but let's just help you to hold it in trust. Now, this brings us to what we'll be talking about today, which is Land Use Act. Let me break your heart small. Do you know that before 1978, you could actually own land like true ownership, something we call freehold? And you pass it from generation to generation. But one morning, the government just woke up and said, and some people have been owning land since their great grandfathers, but it's not going to be that way again. So that's how they brought the Land Use Act. Now, every land or all land in Nigeria belongs to the state. The governor in each state holds it in right for the people. Now, what does that mean? It means you don't get freehold anymore, but you get right of occupancy. Basically, a long-term lease. It could be statutory if the governor grants it, usually for 99 years, or customary if it's traditional family land. But either way, the ultimate ownership is still with the government. Let's talk about different flavors of owning land in Nigeria. Because in land law, not all ownership are created equal. Some are like buffet, you eat as much as you want. Others are like buying suya. If you finish it, once you finish that suya, otilo, it's gone. So let's talk about the main types of land ownership interest you will see in Nigeria. One, statutory right of occupancy, that is R of O. This is when the governor says, oh yeah, take this land, use it for 99 years. It is legal, it is official, and it comes with proper paperwork. But remember, it is not forever. After the years expires, the land technically goes back to the state unless you renew it. It's basically a very long tenancy agreement with the government. Two, customary right of occupants. Now, in rural areas, land is often held by the community or traditional rulers that says, yes, we recognize that this land is yours, but it's not automatically registered at the state level. So if you want to use the land for serious business, like getting a loan from the bank, you need to upgrade your title with the government. Think of it like buying a car and not registering it. In your village, you can drive it around. But once you're in Lagos, Lagos FRSC will stop you. Three, freehold. Back in the days, before Land Use Act 1978, you could actually own land forever. Like literally pass it from your great grandfather to your great grandchildren. I mean, down to your great grandchildren. But now those days are over. It's gone. Now, if you see anyone that says they have freehold, probably it will be an old family land that existed before 1978, or probably the person just wanted to use it for marketing to make it sounds, sweet. Four, leasehold. This is when you own land or property for a fixed period of time, like 20, 30, even 99 years. Then after the lease has expired, the land or property goes back to the true or original owner. It's like using your auntie's expensive handbag. She tell you, please use it for your wedding. Then on Monday, kindly return it. And due on that Monday, you return it because it's not yours. Five, joint tenancy. This is where two or more people own land together as one unit. So when one person dies, the other automatically inherits the whole land. This is the no wahala, I've got your back kind of ownership. But be careful with who you do it with, because you don't want to own land jointly with someone whose name appears on police watch list. No. Six, tenancy in common. Here you guys own in shares. Like let's say you own 60%, your friend owns 40%. Now if you die, your friend's shares goes back to the family and not the co-owner. It's like sharing pizza. You can eat your slice, I eat my slice, but when I'm gone, I give my slice to my family. That's how it works. So when somebody says I own land, the follow-up question should be, what type of land ownership interest do you have? Not gonna be foreclosing on someone's business, but yes, you can know, because that can tell you exactly what they can do with the land or what they can't. In Nigeria, people think owning land is all about having paper. This one say I have certificate of occupants, so I own the land. Yes, the certificate of occupants is actually a proof or an evidence of the rights the government has given you. But you also need a good root of title, meaning whoever sold it to you had the right to sell it in the first place, meaning you're just holding a very beautiful, useless paper. There are actually other documents that prove ownership, like governance consent, deed of assignment, deed of sublease, survey plan, yes, registered survey plan. All of them should be registered at the land registry. If not, you could be in trouble. But why should you care? Because land disputes in Nigeria is like Nollywood drama. It can stay for like 15 years and still no conclusion. So knowing the true meaning of ownership can save you from buying government acquired land, buying family land without proper consent, buying land that is under litigation, buying land from a landlord who is just a glorified squatter. So next time you want to boast that you own a land, remember that you don't own the land, you own rights to the land. Remember, before you do anything concerning land, please and please do a proper check. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.